Good afternoon, myself Santosh Yadav and I welcome to all of you in physics lecture of class 11. You all are welcome in LPM premises. I hope you all are good in Corona Kal. So, first of all, today's flow chart is Stokes law and terminal velocity, or you can say terminal speed. As we have studied in previous lecture, viscous force, friction force acted between layers of the liquid is called viscous force. Due to this viscous force, liquid layer oppose the relative motion between them. And if we rotate the liquid like circular motion, you can say, then after some time liquid will stop due to internal friction, that is viscous force. So viscous force is two types. One, viscous force between two layers. Viscous force is bifurcated by two segments, you can say. Viscous force between two layers, and viscous force on emerging body in a liquid. So there are two viscous force. One is viscous force between two layers, and viscous force on emerging body in a liquid. So viscous force between two layers is defined as mathematical notation viscous force equal to eta A delta V by delta x. Eta is the coefficient of viscosity, A is the contact area of two layers, delta V by delta x is the velocity gradient between two layers, velocity change per unit length. If two layers are at a distance delta x and velocity change between them in delta V, then velocity gradient will be delta V by delta x. Velocity change per unit length is considered as velocity gradient. Okay, and minus sign is included in this formula because friction force is a drag force which opposes the relative motion. So this is the formula for viscous force when two layers are in contact. And when a body emerges in the liquid, then side liquid which are in contact to the body also act as a friction force. Side of the liquid of the body create friction force on the body. Why? Because body want to go in downward, say. So viscous force, friction force will act in upward direction to oppose the relative motion of the body. So this force is considered as Stokes law. So how Stokes law? Write it down. When a spherical body say radius R is dropped in a liquid then its velocity will increase due to gravity okay. So inside the liquid side liquid around the body acts you can say inside the liquid side liquid around the body acts as a friction force that is called viscous force. When a spherical body, say radius r, is dropped in a liquid, then its velocity will increase due to gravity inside the liquid. Side liquid around the body acts as a friction force to oppose the relative motion between liquid and body, and that friction force is considered as viscous force, which is given by Stokes' law, and its value will be force, and its value will be write it down, viscous force equal to 6 pi eta r v. You have to remember that. This viscous force is acted around the body due to liquid. So side ball acts as a friction force around the body, and that friction force is considered as viscous force, and which having value 6 pi eta rv, where eta is the coefficient of viscosity, r is the radius of the body, and v is the speed which is increases inside the liquid due to gravity. So write it down. Okay, 6 pi eta. So viscous force is directly proportional to the speed of the body. Okay, so write it down. what is the terminal speed of the body? Okay, consider a ball of radius r and density rho is dropped in a liquid of density sigma. Write it down. Consider a ball of radius r and density rho is dropped in a liquid of density rho sigma. Its speed will increase. Its speed will increase. Its speed will increase due to gravity. Okay. As speed increases, viscous force also increases. Because F equal to 6 pi theta RV. So F proportional V here. So as speed of the body increases, viscous force also increases. So at any instant, net force of the body becomes zero. The speed of the body at that instant is known as terminal speed. So, as you see, when a body is dropped in a liquid of less density, then speed of the body will increase due to gravity, and since speed is increases, it means viscous force also increases as F equal to 6 pi eta RV. So after some time, at any instant, you can say net force on the body becomes zero, and speed at that instant of the body is called terminal speed, which is constant. As we have already studied in Newton's law that when net force on the body is zero, its state does not change. So terminal speed is achieved in state of motion of the body. So when body is in motion, then net force becomes zero. It means at that particular instant a body having some velocity, and body will move with same velocity further because due to inertia. So you can write here terminal velocity remains constant and body will move further in downward direction with terminal speed due to inertia, with terminal speed due to inertia. Okay, so simple way you can say when net force on the body becomes zero, at that instant the speed of the body is considered as terminal speed, and that speed will continue further moving in downward direction because due to inertia state of the body does not change. So I did down expression for terminal speed. As we have seen here, body is inside of liquid density rho sigma and body density rho. So there are three forces: mg downward by earth, and viscous force by side liquids in all the directions. This is body, so all the direction side liquid acts as a viscous force. So viscous force in upward direction F viscous and F upthrust. There are three forces: viscous force, upthrust force and mg. So when body achieve equilibrium, so net force, that is viscous force around the side of the body and upthrust force due to liquid is counterbalanced by gravity force. So you can say here F upthrust plus F viscous equal to weight of the body. So upthrust force is the weight of the liquid displaced, that is mass of the liquid displaced, and G plus viscous 6 pi eta r v t terminal, because in this case body is in equilibrium. You can say net force on the body is zero, but body is still moving, So mlg plus 6 pi eta r v t equal to mg, m body into g. Mass of the liquid, as whole body is inside the liquid, so volume of the body displaced equal volume of the liquid here. So you can say upthrust force will be volume of liquid displaced into rho of liquid displaced and g plus 6 pi eta r v t equal to volume of body, rho of body into g. Okay, and volume is same here. Let it is v, so you can write here v, density of the liquid is sigma and g plus 6 pi eta r v t equal to v rho g. Volume of body is same as volume of liquid space, because whole body is inside the liquid. Okay, and you can put here, because radius of the body is small r, so you can put here v equal to 4 by 3, v equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. If you will put here V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube and find Vp, that is terminal velocity. This is volume and this is terminal velocity. Remember that. So terminal velocity will come 2 by 9 r square rho minus sigma into V. This will be result. And this is for this is your home, and get the result. Terminal velocity as 2 by 9 r square rho minus sigma into z. So this is homework for you, and get the result. Thank you very much.